Hey everybody, this is Giovanni Venegas, and we're here on the red carpet at Bean with, and I'm so excited to see you again, little mama.
Thank you.
You look amazing,
Thank you.
I just want to congratulate you. You did such an amazing job on the TLC movie. Such
Didn't
an
I?
amazing, yes, you did. You killed it.
thank you.
Just blew it out the water, and I'm so happy for you because I mean it's been a while since we talked. It's been a while, and I mean I know like how the haters are, and you know during that time they were just going off and just
That's
talking all
okay.
that mess.
Because it's one thing, some people don't have a third eye. They can't see things before it happens. They just have these two eyes. They limit themselves, and it's sad. But I'm so happy I'm not like them people.
You know,
So
but
glad that I saw myself having that part before I had it.
yeah,
It's almost like a blessing, you know?
it is.
It is exactly that. Thank
And
God.
congratulations.
Thank
I mean,
you.
and you killed it.
Thank you.
You killed it, and it just, and all those haters just became fans.
Yes, they did.
But how would you deal with all that, with all of that? Because they could be rough.
I mean, yeah, we had a time right now where people are killing themselves
Yeah, exactly.
over words. And it's like, not only just this human element of being face to face, but people actually have friends that they've met on Twitter that they've never met in real life, or they've met on Instagram, and they're like, oh, he's cool, she's cool, but never met them. We're in a really interesting state right now in society. So when people say something like, oh, I hate her, or I this or I that, or I love her, I can't wait to see this person, it affects you, whether it's negative or positive. It really does affect you. And I'm thankful that I have a family that give me both. You ain't about nothing, so what? Get out of here, Or, if something is truly below my standards, like, it was whack,
Yeah.
And, when I come again, like, all right, now that's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? To have that in my family, it helps me to be able to deal with critics. So when someone says something about what I'm doing, if I love it, that's all that matters, because people are going to say, people are, what do you call them? There's a lot of bikes going on, a lot of riders. They're riding things.
People are always gonna talk.
Bungee
People-
hopping.
A
lot of bungee hopping going
You
on.
could be selling tacos on the street, and they still gonna talk.
And they're still going to bungee hop, yep.
Exactly. So, but being here on Set Trek, for the red carpet, tell us a little bit about this show.
Wow, Being is coming from a perspective of where these legends are today that are still doing things like MC Light and Common and Faith. Like, they're still making moves, and they're just being. And I think it's powerful to show that while it's still happening, as opposed to just looking back. Like, oh, let's look at what you did. That's cool too, because either way we're celebrating our legends. I think it's very important that we do this so people could understand, like, hey, this person not only makes music, but they're managing, they're DJing, and I'm talking about Light. She's a manager, she's a DJ, she's a chairman of the Grammys. I hope I'm saying that right. She's busy.
She's doing a lot, but
She's
so are
helping.
you. So are you. So, speaking of the show, it talks about the struggles and a lot of struggles that a lot of artists have done. What has been one of the major struggles in your career?
Wow.
At one point where you maybe felt like maybe possibly quitting, or you just couldn't take it.
Wow. Earlier on in my career, just like losing my mom, that was like the hardest thing ever. But when I think back, I would have convinced myself to work through it. But sometimes it's hard to work through something when you're already working through. My mother, she died from cancer, right? So it's already hard when you're working through the sickness. Like, I'm on tour with Chris Brown, I'm coming back, taking visits to Sloan Kettering Hospital in hopes of her betterment. And at the same time, I'm working through it. So when the death happened, it was like, damn, I need to take a step back. I put out a little freestyle here or there, but it wasn't consistent. And it was like painful. And through it, I went through other things and obstacles that I had to overcome. But I'm at a place now where I can't let anything stop me, because obviously people don't care when you're hurting. People don't care about your pain if it doesn't really affect them. They're like, so what? I don't care. So you got to get up and be strong enough and keep going, because it's not a sympathetic industry.
That's true.
It's a business. A dog eat dog, you got to go for yours.
The good thing is you have an angel now from above
do.
watching you, and that's so amazing.
Several.
And what kind of advice would you give a young person, trying to make it in this industry, trying to make it in this game, and coming from nothing?
Yeah.
You're from New York, you're from the streets, you know the streets very well.
Yeah.
You know this industry very well. What would you tell them?
Just if you love it enough, go for it, and never, ever, ever give up until your death. Until you are dead and gone, there's no breath inside of you. You can't witness the quit. It's just over. If you love it enough, and if you don't, find something you love enough. Find something that you're willing to die for.
What's the next role for you?
The next role, well, playing Little Mama right now.
Yeah.
But it's funny because I go out and I read for different roles. There's some stuff that I've read for that I'm interested in. Hopefully, they'll call me back. But
They will.
Yeah, they will. And I know God got it all figured out.
Yeah, exactly.
So when the time is right, it's gonna happen. Just like this happened.
Exactly.
And it happened at a time where, it's a lot of, pogo sticking going on, bungee hopping, and I would have expected. Let me stop being ridiculous. It was at a time where people,
it's true.
No, but seriously, it was like a time where people was like, oh, if this person's not rocking with her, I'm not rocking with her, like that type of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like I had to fight, and I had to almost get to a place mentally where I know that God has the power, and I just need to go with the will. Just go with the will. It doesn't matter who's against you. There's so many people that came before me that has, stories of overcoming harsher, just as bad, things as myself. And it's like, I'm not the only one. Can't sit around moping and crying. Get over it.
One last thing. The last time we talked about the drama between Lil' Kim and Nicki Minaj. So now it looks like they're having the drama again. I guess it never went away. What do you think about that? Touching up back on it since our last interview.
They'll be fine. They'll be fine. And I'm not worried about anybody else right now. I feel like in the past, focusing on other artists and what they're doing, it not that I was trying to get somewhere from it, but it doesn't get me anywhere.
Yeah.
All I know is that if you get in my way, that's when we have a problem. But as long as your business has nothing to do with my business, we cool. Yeah.
Definitely.
What a name. I just wanted to get it right. Hey, what up, y'all? This is Lil Mama, and right now we are on the set of Being. Make sure y'all keep on watching Red Alert.